Okay, and we're back after a little hiatus. And we have to go up to the 4th floor to have a chat with people who live here. So let's get on to that. Oh, there you are. Yep, here I am.
Ah, there you are.
Yes, someone just said that to me just a second ago.
I'm glad that you're okay.
Thanks.
The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you.
I mean, I gathered that much.
Please, have a seat.
Okay.
Oh, before that. I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
Oh.
How you doing?
I mean, considering I was in a coma a couple of days ago, not too bad.
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
Excuse me?
I'm not surprised by your reaction. However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you came here?
Vaguely.
You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere.
I just thought it was a rough neighborhood.
Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
What do you mean between?
It occurs each night as the clock strikes 12. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures.
Yeah.
We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
I mean, potentially.
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
Now. He does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEAS for short.
C's, gotcha.
On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows. Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
So, what about the police? Do they know anything about it?
Unfortunately, the police can't do anything during the dark hour.
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users.
Okay, good to know.
Which means it's all up to you guys.
So all the pressure is on some teenage members of a Japanese high school club. So that's always great. So,
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
I mean, I wasn't doing anything else, so, alright.
I was afraid you'd say no.
Hey man, you get a cool looking gun and whatever that red thing is. Who could say no?
Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we're still going with that lie, are we? Fair enough.
Hold up. But wasn't that... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anymore.
Huh? A mysterious voice rings in your head. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. Well, that's much appreciated. You have established a new social link. You feel your inner strength growing. I recall what Igor said about the power of social links. I mean, I do now recall it, yeah. And it's time for the midnight hour. Did she cry more? I guess we'll find out.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hello, mysterious boy. And you are?
We've met before.
Oh, I know. You still haven't answered my question, though.
Soon, the end will come.
So you're a cheerful fella.
I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
Well, thanks for the heads up. But, what do you mean by the end, exactly?
The end of everything. But to be honest, I don't really know what it is.
You're not really helping me much here, kid.
Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power.
I mean, yeah.
And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met?
Briefly.
I expect you to honor your commitment.
Oh yeah, that contract you made me sign, sure. I am responsible for my actions.
I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
Not if I see you first. Boy has disappeared. Great to the evening, eh? Yeah, I can hear something. Sounds like someone's calling my name from downstairs.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, it would be.
Can you come down here?
I mean, I guess so.
Okay, he's here now. So, what's this all about?
There's someone I want to introduce.
Do you ever wear that jacket, or do you just carry it around? Anyway, sure.
Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy.
Oh, God.
Junpei? Why is he here?
That's the question everyone ever asks whenever they see Junpei.
Wait, don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
Yeah, we know who he is.
What's up?
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
I'm with Yukari on this one.
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential? For real?
For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins.
And it hadn't even hit the midnight hour yet. I was just tripping balls.
I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. He said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
I mean, didn't happen to me.
Big deal. It happens to everyone else.
Well, okay.
But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kinda lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
Oh yes, so stoked.
Huh? Yeah.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're about ready.
We're gonna go do something?
He's ready to put that jacket on.
Sweetness!
With this many people, we can start exploring that place.
You mean Tartarus?
Tartarus. What's that?
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
He's not wrong, it kinda does.
We believe we can find the reason for the dark hour there.
I hope so.
The chairman will give us the details tomorrow night, so be ready.
Sure, I mean, I assume you just get taken straight there. Unless I do get to do something during the day. Nope, seems I do. I overhear a conversation. Good morning, I'm always so drowsy on Monday mornings. Yeah, me too. The only thing you can do is to sleep through the first period. Wait, tomorrow's when we have the morning assembly. Ugh, I'm too lazy for that. I'll just pretend I didn't hear. The first bell was wrong. What do you want, Junpei?
Thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a minute?
You can have several.
Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone.
Oh, are we having that talk?
You've not had that talk with your parents, Junpei? I mean, it's probably about time, really.
I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Wow, she didn't waste any time leaving.
Places to be, probably busy.
She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
Exactly, see?
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
A horrible, horrible person. Well, Yukari's got a bit of a problem with Mitsuru, it seems. I mean, understandable, I guess. I assume her... Mitsuru's family's company had some responsibility for Yukari's dad dying? Was it dying or disappearing? One of those. I decided to go home early with Junpei for some reason. I walked home with Junpei, talking and laughing at each other's inappropriate jokes. That doesn't sound like something I'd do, but sure game.
Okay, everybody's here. I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only persona users we had, but that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Sorry, I asked this yesterday, but what's this Tartarus thing again?
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The Dark Hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh?
Hmm.
And it's the
Possibly.
perfect place for us to train.
Guess it's a dungeon of some sort.
You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Oh well. You'll get back at it soon, champ.
Well, I'm sure he won't complain, as long as you don't go too far in.
Yeah, that's so easy. I'm not even going to touch that one.
Since we're dealing with shadows, Tartarus isn't something we can avoid.
Relax, I've got your backs.
Sure you do.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
I mean, I didn't know that, but I do now. Oh, this is the school.
This is it? This is the place?
It is, Junpei, it is indeed.
Why here?
Why not here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
Man, school gets real weird around here.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth?
You're just going to repeat the last word everyone says, Junpei, because this could get very long.
What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
It changed.
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower?
We don't know. Exactly. No one knows. We're going in there to figure stuff out. Duh.
You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated. Who cares anyway? It's not like it would change our minds about fighting.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Very, time-themed.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First, we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far. And I'll be feeding you information from here.
So you two didn't plan on coming in the first place?
That's right. We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real?
For real?
One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
Oh yeah, sure. The natural choice. Junpei. Yeah. That pretty much sums it up.
You're in charge.
Me?
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
What does a leader look like? It certainly isn't you.
But he has fought them before.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, of course I can.
We'll see.
I think so.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
I see a strange door. I used the velvet key. It was very soft.
I've been waiting for you. The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
Okay. The nature of my power?
Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities.
That doesn't make it any clearer.
You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed.
Okay. That's a bit more interesting.
And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind.
I'll give it a good old try.
My spare time will soon be scarce. But please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you.
Sure.
Until then, farewell.
Okay, talk to you later then, Eagle. It's good seeing you again. My regards to your family and all that.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
It's just my normal face. You'll get used to it. I mean, it's nothing really.
Don't tell me you just dozed off.
I mean, maybe I did.
You're like that coach who fell asleep during the championship game.
I do not get your sports reference.
Come on, on, man. You're supposed to be our leader.
Cut him some slack. If nothing's wrong, then let's get going.
Yeah, I was in a coma a couple of days ago, you know. It's 4:20, by the way, if anyone's interested by such matters. You can check your own status by pressing the triangle button. Also, you can save your progress by accessing the clock to the left of the entrance. I shall do so. Nope. No. I'll save it in another slot. Check out this sweet looking bike. You mind not touching that? I use it to transport delicate equipment necessary for gathering information. Okay, Mrs. Touchy. Touch, 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 touch. Anyway. It's Zero. Hello. Don't worry, I won't push you too hard. You'll be just fine. Okay. What's up, Akihiko? No jacket with you today, I see. Since Yukari and Junpei have no real experience in battle, make sure you back them up. I will do so. This weird green thing. Some kind of device you've never seen before. Doesn't seem to be functioning right now. I guess it's a teleport. Junpei. Alright, let's do this! I'll prove that I should be in charge. Ugh. Now I'm done with you. Yukari. So, this is Tartarus. Check her status. Okay. She seems fine. Let's get going. Into the clock face. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Good luck. Hey, Tartarus Block 1.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
I'm sure there's a map.
Can you all hear me?
I can hear you.
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Sounds good.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it.
Affirmative.
Why is she always like that?
Because she's in charge. Not sure what you're expecting, Yukari. Let's begin. Keep in mind, these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. Okay, let's check out this shiny briefcase. Obtained the medicine. Okay. So, these are... Watch out, I detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Press the X button to use your weapon. If you can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have the advantage at the start of a battle. Okay, so these floors, I'm not sure about this one specifically, but these floors are mostly randomly generated. So no advantage for me.
Takeba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Sure, let's go over them.
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities.
All pretty straightforward.
Those skills consume either stamina or spiritual power. They tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Got it.
Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Some great battle music in this game. Since there's only one of them, let's just do a normal attack. Not you, Junpei. So if you hadn't gathered, you don't seem to be able to control your party members in this. So yeah. Snuff Soul. Can't remember what Snuff Soul does off the top of my head. Snuff Soul slightly restores an ally's SP. Okay, so HP, SP, Plume of Dusk. Restores party upon your death. Okay. That will be useful. So that's the way up. There should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? The staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. I can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember about it next time. Gotcha. Anything else in here? Maybe hidden thing going? No, nothing in here. Let's go smack the shadow. Oh, there's another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at a disadvantage if the enemy gets the first hit in, so try to surprise your opponents to strike first. If you're able to strike the enemy before you're spotted, then you will gain the initiative. On the other hand, if the enemy hits you first, the opposite will occur.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle.
Sure.
Do you want to know more?
Would you like to know more? Yes, please.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks.
Got it.
Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack.
Bufu.
Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire.
Hint everyone, these two are weak against fire.
With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics.
The first time an enemy is analysed, you may have to wait a while for the results. But from then on, whenever you analyse a particular enemy, you'll receive the results right away. While you are selecting your target, if a question mark appears above the enemy, then that particular enemy has not been previously analysed. You can select Analyse from the Tactics menu and press the L1 button to issue this request.
Do you follow?
I get ya.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
Okay, Mitsu, we're gonna set you to work there. Get analysing this person.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's fire, but let's make sure.
A wisely chosen attack. Awesome!
I figured as much. Okay, next one.
A wisely chosen attack.
Here's our chance. Let's get him!
So yeah, if everyone gets knocked down in the battle, you generally have a chance to do an all-out attack like this. So let's just jump in and smash them up.
Get back here, you son of a...
And there we go.
A complete victory. Great job.
Ah, another revival bead. Be useful. Okay, so that little star symbol there on the map indicates treasure. So another snuff soul. There seems to be a shadow just around the corner. Approach carefully to avoid being spotted. The map will prove to be quite useful as you explore, so use it often. Gotcha, teach. Sneaky sneaky.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle?
I was. You were watching.
If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like more details?
I mean, let's go over it just in case there's a little extra information I don't know.
An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again. Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea.
Maybe you can't.
Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well.
Yeah, so the main point of the analysis, I think, is to give the AI high members some information to go on.
Got it?
Gotcha.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Okay, so I don't know if the analysis from the last one went through, so... No, it didn't. So we'll give her some time.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
I will take out what's two of them.
Attack again!
Awesome!
You struck the enemy's weakness. Nice!
Yeah, but I'm just gonna normally attack these while she's scanning.
Yes, excellent attack.
Take that! Last one!
The enemy's weakness is fire.
Yeah, I know, but... Plus I get to see Junpei get smacked in the face, which is always entertaining.
Keep up the good work.
Will do. Shuffle time. Mysterious cards have appeared in your mind. In my mind, even. I wonder if this was what Igor was talking about. After battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from the ones shuffled before your eyes. If you pick a card with a persona on it, then you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each of which has a unique effect or reward. Keep an eye on the card you want to try and pick it. So, obviously you have the persona card there. The first card after that is coin, which gives you extra money, I believe. The one sword there, I believe, gets you a weapon. I think. Could be mistaken. The third one after the persona at the end there is the one of the wands, and that gets you extra XP. For now, I want to try and keep an eye on the persona and try and grab her. There. I've chosen the card with the persona Pixie. I've welcomed Pixie into my heart. How lovely. I felt a surge of energy inside. My hit points and spirit points have increased. I'm now able to create personas up to level 3.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
Glad to hear it.
Ta-da-da-da! Junpei is leveled up!
Nice. Okay, so a quick look at Pixie. So Orpheus is weak to lightning and weak to darkness, I want to say. And then we have Pixie. is strong against lightning. No weaknesses to speak of. There's Dia, which is a healing skill. If there's a way to check the skills of what coming up. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, keep Orpheus equipped. Skills. Okay, so Dia, yep, restores HP. Yagi is fire. Bash is strike. Good. Obtain medicine. Follow this around. These blood-stained floors always fill you with confidence. I detect a shadow up ahead. How are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing items prior to engaging the enemy. If you don't have anything on hand, then ask Tekiba to heal you. You should make a habit of checking your status before entering into a battle. I mean, I think I'm fine. If you or another party member has a persona with healing skills, be sure to take advantage of it. Okay, I don't really need to right now. Sneak attack.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually.
It's the all-out attack.
You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this?
Sure, why not?
When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone. So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team is comprised of at least 2 members. That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you?
Yep. Perfectly clear.
Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible.
I'll keep that in mind.
This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
Should not be a problem.
You exploited the enemy's weakness. You exploited the enemy's weakness. Nice!
Gonna hear that another 2 times.
Attack again.
No, okay, maybe not. She does have a few different things to say in that situation. And once more.
You exploited the enemy's weakness.
Here's a chance. Let's get him.
Let's go, team.
Get back here, you son of a...
Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Shepherd time. Okay, Pixie I already have. Okay, so I believe the cups there at the end, blue one. I believe that heals you. So I could be getting those 2 mixed up between the cups and the wands, but we'll see. I'm going to try the wands just to make sure I'm right. Okay, so keep an eye on the middle one. Okay. You've chosen the Minor Arcana card, Wand rank 1. Yep, experience increased. Excellent. Have a snuff so. Oh.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
Da-da-da-da! Junpei is leveled up!
I'm happy for you guys. Right, let's keep going. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. Press the square button to issue orders to your allies. Okay, so I can get them to split up, I can get them to run around and try and kill things, or nothing. Wants me to make him split up, but I really can't be bothered, so... Wait, what do you think you're doing? Nothing. You're in charge, what okay, you're gonna make me do this, okay, fine. Yeah, whatever. Fine. Use this command to instruct your party members to spread out and look for stairs, access points and items. However, if they're not very strong, they can easily fall prey to the enemy. Be sure to keep an eye on their HP.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Let's follow you, Kari. The access point. Nope, let's keep going.
Okay, then I'll look around some more.
So, Junpei got some fat loot, apparently. He's decided looking the other way is not impressive. There you go. I think that's all of it explored for now. So, let's head down to the access point. Not sure if there's a way of checking your map fully. Okay, regroup.
Everyone, return to the leader.
Nope. There's a button, I'm not sure what it is. Where are you, Junpei? Come on. Come on, Junpei. Come on, you can do it. Good boy. Right, let's get out of here. Good, you found the access point. Please return to the entrance. Alright. Here you go, bro. Obtain some medicine. That was a good Junpei. Okay, so yeah, that was the green thing from the lobby.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
So, how was it?
Yeah, no problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power. We kicked some ass. But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry though, you'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected.
Yeah, well, we're pretty good.
At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see about
Wait,
that.
where did you get your jacket from? God damn it, Akihiko. A mysterious voice rings in my head. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. C's social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Fool Arcana has grown. Okay, let's see if anyone else has anything to say. Feeling tired, let's go back. Dude, I can't take it anymore. I'm starving. Pack sandwiches next time. How about the bike? Can I touch it? Apparently not. Okay, Mitsuru. From now on, you'll select your party here before you enter Tartarus. I'll explain the details some other time. Tribune, you did well today. Now let's head back to the dorm. You guys did a great job. But you won't have to shoulder the burden forever. If only I hadn't gotten injured. Don't beat yourself up about it. Okay. Check out the Velvet Room again quickly, see if Igor has anything to say. Ah, there you are. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Well, I suppose it's time for me to explain what I really do here. It's my job to create new personas. But in order to do so, I must fuse your persona cards together. In other words, I shall merge them into a single persona. The number of personas you have buried within you is approximately 170. We've never seen a visitor of this many possibilities before. If you establish social links, you may be able to create even stronger personas too. This should prove very interesting. So, as you accumulate cards, please bring them to me. How may I help you? Let's have a look at fusing personas. Well, I've only got 2 at the moment. Normal spread. So Orpheus and Pixie will make Apsaras. Not bad, she's an ice persona. Bufu and Dia. I think that green highlight means she gets Dia. Inherited, I could be wrong there. I'm not sure I'll do it right now. Maybe I'll leave that to next time. Let's have a word with you, Eagle. Wow, okay, let's quickly go through this if we can. My role is to create new personas. By fusing your existing personas together, I allow a new one to emerge. When a new persona is created, it tends to be of a higher level than the ones that were fused. However, personas that are fused are lost forever. Since the process requires multiple personas, you will be left with fewer than you had before. Which powers will you forsake in order to gain new ones? It's up to you to decide. Fusion and social. Persona is the power of your soul which thrives on the bonds you have with others. Thus, it is only natural that your social links affect the strength of your personas. If you have established a social link of the same arcana as the persona you wish to create, then that persona will receive power from the social link and level up. The amount of power it will receive depends on the level of the social link. In some cases, your persona may even surpass your own level. Do you understand now how important social links are to persona users? Sure. Yeah, this voice is gonna hurt my throat. There are several types of fusion. First, the normal spread. This is the most basic type. You simply fuse 2 personas together. Next, the triangle spread. I like that on some toast. Bit of cheese triangles. Why not? In this type of fusion, 3 personas are used to produce a persona of an even higher order. Supposedly, certain personas can only be created through triangle spread fusion. In general, persona fusion exhibits predictable patterns dependent on the arcana involved. There are a number of combinations, however, that don't follow the usual patterns. For example, fusing personas of the same arcana. The best way to learn is to experiment on your own. Skill inherited. A persona created through fusion may inherit the skills possessed by its precursors. In other words, it's possible to give a persona skills that it could never learn on its own. You should keep this in mind when you are trying to create a powerful persona. The mechanism of skill inheritance is not completely understood, but there are 3 key points I'd like to share with you. First, the skills to be inherited change every time you select a persona for fusion. Second, the chance of a skill being inherited depends on what the expected persona is. I can give you more details on this some other time. Lastly, more skills the original personas possess, the more skills the resulting persona will inherit. Please remember this. Inheritance rules. Allow me to explain more about skill inheritance. To reach a persona, there are skills that can be inherited and those that cannot. It is primarily determined by the persona's characteristics. Here are some general rules. Personas proficient at physical attacks are unlikely to inherit magical attacks. Regarding magical attacks, let us first discuss fire, ice, electricity, and wind. A persona with an affinity for one of these four elements cannot inherit skills of the other three types. Likewise, personas with an affinity for light will never inherit dark skills and vice versa. Meanwhile, personas proficient at healing attacks cannot inherit any physical attacks. As you'd expect, personas good at physical attacks tend to be bad at magic, and very few personas can wield magic of multiple elements. Even more rare are personas who can inherit any skill, although they do exist. You will learn more by and by as you experiment with fusion. Incense cards. Are you familiar with the Minor Arcana cards? They depict coins, swords, and whatnot. I personally prefer whatnot. Of those, the face cards, the page, queen, knight, and king hold special powers. They are called incense cards and they can enhance personas' abilities. These card effects can be passed on for fusion to new personas. If you happen to acquire one, you should give it a try. Fusion accidents. Okay, that's the last one. I regret to inform you of this, but our powers are not perfect. Although rare, there are times when cards are placed incorrectly, causing an accident. The resulting persona will most likely be different than what we anticipated. Please pardon us if this does occur. Okay, well, thanks for the information, Eagle. I'll see you soon. How may I help you? I would wish to leave. I look forward to your next visit. That's very kind of you to say. Okay, I think that's a relatively good time to wrap up, so I will end off here and catch you all in the next part.